My name is my name is Jordan Ried-Thomas, and this is my presentation about the effects of cadmium oxide on fish and humans. I started this investigation due to fish turning up dead along the shoreline across the town. I am investigating the possible reasons for the deaths occurring, which I suspect to be due to a poisoning a poison to be found in the ecosystem surrounding the water. I believe the poisoning to be caused by cadmium oxide. Cadmium oxide is a heavy metal, specifically cadmium. Cadmium oxide is a uh, cadmium molecule attached to an oxygen molecule. Uh, it is a highly highly toxic substance, and it is easily bioaccumulative in the food chain. Possible sources that could be the cause of the contamination is mineral runoff from farms further inland. The runoff just flows into like creeks and rivers, which then flow into the ocean. It's also naturally occurring in the soil, so it could be uh, just underneath the surface of the or soil layer, and it's also a runoff or a waste product from battery factories and cigarette factories, and that could also be further inland along rivers. Um, Fish could have ingested it from filter feeders, could have taken it in from the environment and the soil. Bottom feeders could have preyed upon those filter feeders, and or they could have ingested it looking for prey inside the soil. Um, Predatory fish would have ingested it from preying on the bottom feeders as well as the filter feeders. Um, this this naturally accumulates more and more cadmium in the bodies of the organisms, therefore uh, increasing the toxicity levels in their systems. Some effects of cadmium poisoning is it inhibits cell division, preventing cells from splitting apart and creating new daughter cells. It inhibits differentiation, which is the process that stem cells go through to either create more stem cells or to create um, specialized cells that the body requires in order to function, such as brain or heart cells. It also inhibits a process called apoptosis, which is otherwise known as programmed cell death, which will be covered in the next slide. Apoptosis is a function that is found in all cells. It is usually inactive until a cell requires it to kill it. It's also called programmed cell death. The reason for this is because it is programmed into the cell and activated by the mitochondria, and it is used to kill old or beyond repair cells, such as those that have reached their lifespan, or those who have been infected by a viral infection of some sort, usually by the flu or something more serious. It requires a set of enzymes called caspase. Uh, these enzymes cleave or specific proteins into the cytoplasm and nucleus that start the chain reaction or the cascade effect that slowly kills the cell. As stated previously, it's usually non-active until it's required. And if this process is inhibited in any way, then it, it starts in uncontrolled cell division, which starts forming tumors inside the body, which usually leads to certain types of cancers. Um, the conclusion that I've come up with is that large amounts of cadmium oxide has been found in the soil along the shorelines, and the fish have ingested large amounts of it, usually from the soil or more commonly from predation. The fish developed cadmium poisoning from the large amounts of contaminants ingested over the generations, which bioaccumulated into the population of the fish and developed tumors more rapidly throughout their bodies. My recommendation would be to uh, hire a cadmium specialist allow to allow everybody to get tested and have the results more easily identified. There's no reason to panic since there has been no reports of individuals coming down with sickness of any kind. However, it never hurt to get checked out just in case to be on the safe side. Um, this right here are sites that you can go to learn more about cadmium oxide and the various processes that go into my presentation. I hope this has helped you learn more about what is going on, and I hope you all have a good day.